All right, guys. So today I am going to continue with my what I'm growing in 2025. It is very cold this morning. It's a Saturday morning. I wanted to get up and outside early and make a full day of the weekend getting some yard work done. It was we got down to 29 degrees. Again, I think this is our last night. This is our last night below 32 for a while. I think we're in the mid upper 30s and low 40s, and even a couple of mornings in the 50s with highs almost 70 next week. So crazy, crazy. Anyway, it's icy. I went out there to take the dogs out to go potty, and there's frost and ice and cold. The heater just came on. I see a gray hair. Look at that. Oh, anyway. We're going to do some things inside before I go outside for the day. I just think it's too cold. So I'm going to show you some of my seeds I'm doing for 2025. And I'm going to be potting up my Space Master 80 cucumber for the hashtag WIG 2024. There's two seeds in here. So there's two plants in here. And I feel like that container is not going to sustain, I don't think. So I have a little bit bigger one. Not that much bigger. I mean, it's still very indoor friendly. It's indoor friendly, but you can see just how much more soil and nutrition I can give to the cucumber. Anyway, I'm just saying. I'm having a little breakfast wine. I don't know if you guys have had breakfast wine. It's delicious. You should try it. It really warms you up. Today is squashes, and if we have time, maybe we'll do some more. I have several categories ready to go. So here we go. Let's start. I kind of separated them out a little bit by category. So first, let's do our summer squash zucchini types. We've got the early prolific straight neck, which is just your yellow squash. Italian striped cocoselle. And I think I did try to grow it last year, didn't get one. But this year, remember, all of my squashes and probably pumpkins, if I have enough row cover. I'm just going to keep everything covered the whole season. I'm probably going to have to order more hoops to support the row, but we're just going to keep it covered. I'm not going to mess with that vine borer anymore. Since I'm working from home now, we're just going to hand pollinate. So there's that story. Green stripe cushaw. I have this with the squashes and not with the winter squashes and pumpkins because I think I'm not sure. I know it gets big. I'm not sure what category to put it in. Yellow crookneck squash. I just want to use up the rest of these seeds because these were packed for 2019. And then we have the white scallop squash. Delicious. One of my favorites. It is tasty. Caserta squash. Oh my gosh. This one is so pretty. It's just so pretty. The squash is pretty, but the leaves have this white webbing on them. A really pretty pattern that, you know, you might think is mildew or something, but it's not. It's supposed to look like that. It's really pretty. Brown zucchini. Fun. Just because it's fun. I did get one year before last. I got one. I got one squash because I planted it late in the fall, and I think I harvested that squash like end of October because I got it in there after the vine borer. Anyway, these are really cute. And it does say on the back here that it's especially suited for stuffing or as individual serving soup bowls. That could be fun if you scoop out the innards, cook them up, make them into something, some sort of soup or some sort of stir fry with rice or something, and then refill that bowl. I know. That's exciting. But these are from Renee's garden, these seeds, and this is an heirloom Italian zucchini called Ortolana de Fasna. Anyway. Okay. And then a climbing zucchini called Incredible Escalator. That sounds fun. We're going to actually start some of these pretty soon. I know it's January, but we're going to go ahead and start some of these squashes so that when I go to plant them out, they'll be almost as big as this guy. Okay, we're going to do it. We're just going to do it. If I can plant out plants that big, end of February, early March, I mean, we might be harvesting before April. No. Ambitious. Anyway, I wanted to see how tall this climbing escalator gets. Train these vigorous climbing vines up 6 to 8 foot stakes, so up to 8 feet. Yeah, that can be fun. And last for the summer squash is the Zucchetta Tromboncino. Trombocino. Whichever. Tromboncino. I did get one a couple years ago. The vine boar did eventually, it was a combination of the vine boar and the leaf-footed bug tag team in that plant and killed it. So Tremoncinos are not 100% vine boar resistant. Okay, don't let anybody tell you they are. Even though it is a Cucurbita machata, which is supposed to be more vine boar resistant, it still gets in there. The next category is pumpkins. And I'm doing several pumpkins. Do I have room for all these? No. Okay. I am ordering 60 grow bags to help with the all the peppers, and the dwarf tomatoes are going to go in grow bags. I'm thinking a lot of these squashes, especially the bushy type squashes, the zucchinis and things, one per grow bag. Okay. I think I'm going to do 10 gallon grow bags, maybe 15 for the bigger things. Anyway, and then I can just drape, cloth, frost cloth, or row cover. Anyway, I'm talking. Pumpkin, this Musc de Provence. Beautiful plastic looking pumpkin. I'm probably going to have to do a separate area of black plastic just for the pumpkins and like melons to run, which is an idea. I could line up grow bags at one end and have the long plastic, maybe 10, 15 feet of plastic, and have the pumpkin and watermelons come out and just run along that plastic. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, well, we'll work on making that area happen. Long Island cheese. I had not planned on growing this one or attempting to grow it again this year because I've grown it in years past and never got one because of vine boar. But I was watching someone's video recently and they said that this Long Island cheese was actually a Cucurbita machata. So I'm going to try it again. It does not say it on this MI Gardener packet that it's a machata. But anyway, I saw it somewhere else. So we're going to try it again. This Kakai pumpkin, we're going to grow that. And this is one that's also one of those hulless. The seeds are hulless, so they're good for roasting because they're just more pleasant to eat. And it says it's a bush-like pumpkin. Oh, so this could go in a grow bag. It's hulless, perfect for gardening in small spaces. Average weight 5 to 8 pounds. And has beautiful dark green and orange ribbed exterior. Seeds are perfect snack with a nutty flavor when toasted. Expect 2 to 3 pumpkins per plant. So excited about that one. Oh, and then I got this Marina di Chogia squash. I got this from Jen Joy. And I believe this is one of those big, pretty, warty pumpkins. I really want a big, warty pumpkin. I do. I don't know why, but I do. Seminole pumpkin. Another one of those Cucurbita machatas. We're going to try. Oh, and this one, productive vines tolerate dry and rainy extremes and have downy mildew resistance. So that's good to know. And then this Syrian hollis, another hollis pumpkin. This is a Cucurbita pepo. So vine borers are going to be drawn to it. Love it. Hybrid pumpkin Casperita because it's a little white pumpkin and I just think it'll be cute to decorate with them. Okay. Last is the winter squashes. And I hope all y'all know you should. Winter squashes, you don't grow them in winter. You grow them in the summer like everything else and they store over the winter. That's an oversimplification, but that's, the gist. So I'm going to do the winter squash mashed potatoes because butter, yummy. We're going to do this hybrid squash bonbon buttercup, which I believe is an acorn type. Yummy. As a trap crop for any vine borer that comes sniffing around, my girls, okay? This Blue Hubbard. I'm not quite sure I'm buying into the idea of a trap crop because if I bring them into the trap crop, well, then I've brought them into my garden anyway. And then they breed, and that makes more of them, and then they attack my squashes and zucchinis and pumpkins and things. Anyway, I heard it's a good squash too if I get it to grow. All right, honey nut. Okay, it's like a baby butternut, real sweet baby butternut. I tried these last year too, and they got killed by the vine borer. 110 days maturity. That's a long time to try to keep something protected and alive from a predator. It's a long time. Same with my North Georgia candy roaster. Tried this several times. Seeds are about gone. Never gotten one, never seen one, never tasted one because that damn vine borer. Okay, we're just gonna keep on. We're gonna keep on keeping on. Delicata. I did get one of these once before the vine borer killed it. I planted it in early spring. But we're just gonna go ahead and start some. 85 days. This is one of the more earlier maturing ones. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, it says direct sow when soil is workable. So you can actually plant these before your last frost. It does say direct sow when soil is workable. I'm going to plant these outside today. Oh my gosh, that's fun. Today is what? The 11th, January 11th. I'm planting them today. Red curry squash. I do believe these are from Tamitha. Excited to grow them just because they look cool. I just want to have baskets and baskets of bounty. And I do need to also figure out how to eat them, how to cook them, how to preserve them, how to process them. So I'm not throwing away a lot of stuff like I do. Okay, we're going to stop doing that. And then this ayote green flesh squash. Okay, I actually watched a video earlier this morning from a guy. Is he called the Weird Traveler, World Traveler, World Weird Traveler? Anyway, he, travels the world and tells you about strange things. And he does a lot of, vegetables and fruits and foods, strange foods from around the world. He does other things too, I think. But he did this ayote green flesh. And he said that it sometimes when you open the fruit, it's going to be orange, and sometimes it's going to be green, and you're just not going to know till you open it. He also said to wait till the outside of the fruit squash is not green anymore. Like all the green has to go away from the outside, and then it will taste less bland on the inside. It'll be sweeter. So that was some good tips I learned from him. And I think he roasted it, and he did it like French fries, and that was good. I'm not remembering. I've had breakfast wine. I don't remember. He said they will roast it, grind it up, add salt, and then sprinkle it on their fruit like mangoes. I know. That sounds interesting. With the seeds, did they do that with the seeds? They do that with the seeds. Sorry, not with the flesh. Yeah, that was it did look very brown. Anyway, that's my squashes. And because I talked for so long, I think that's all I'm going to do for this one is my squashes. But coming up, we have cucumbers, we have melons, we have beans, we have miscellany. I've already started planting. I have a whole little basket full of miscellany. There's got to be 60 packets of things in there. Where am I going to put all this? I'm going to order another 60 grow bags. And we're just going to keep, I'm probably going to need another roll of that black plastic. And I told my husband, I said, you know what? It's just less lawn for you to mow. Think of it that way. Okay? If I just turn that whole front into a black plastic farm. Anyway. All right. Well, I got to pot up this cucumber. And that's it for this video. All right. So let's pot up this cucumber. I've got my container here. I don't know what size this is. I kind of thought that was a 1 gallon size. So if that's 1 gallon, was this a 3 gallon maybe? Could be. I've got some soil here I've been mixing up. What this is the peat moss, the happy frog, the land and sea or ocean forest, bat guano, blood meal. The only thing that's different than what I've been potting up in the past is that I added a lot of that Landscaper's Pride just to add some bulk to it because those other things are a little expensive. And that Landscaper's Pride is $2.99 for a 40-pound bag. And this has holes like literally on the sides. It's like coming out the sides. But anyway, I'm going to put like 3 or 4 inches on the bottom. And then we're just going to set the other plant on top, trying not to disturb the roots because curcubitas do not like their roots disturbed too much. And as long as this baby is not root bound, she should recover. She should be fine. Now, it'd be great if I can do this without having to pull the, little twirly swirlies that have already clung on. I'm gonna try. Let's see if we can do this. You'll see. Well, let me leave this to catch dirt. Here we go. Man, it might be root bound. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. So I'm glad I'm taking it out of there. Okay, I had the right idea that it needed a little more room if it's going to flourish and produce fruit. Now, it is a patio cucumber, so it should be able to do fine in a smaller container. So anyway, just wanted to say that. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Look at that. That's perfect. It's so perfect. And I can still stay at the same level, but filling around with all that fresh soil. Wonderful. Yay. All right, so hi, it's all tucked in, all tucked in. I brought this pan because it's a little bit deep. I need to water this really good, and I don't want it to overflow. And the drip pan that it's in is not deep enough, so let's take this out of here. It's too shallow. And then I'm trying not to rip the cucumber vines down. All right. So I'm really glad I potted it up. It was way more root bound than I thought. But we're going to get it watered in really good. Get all that soil settled. See if I need to add more soil. Let's see if I need to add more to it. Yep, I see. Oh, not too much. There we go. And I'm using warm water, not hot water, but not cold water either, because I don't want to shock it with like ice cold out of the tap, because we did get down to 29 degrees, so that water right out of the tap is cold. So I'm using warm water, and I want to keep watering until I see water come out the bottom. So far, no water has come out the bottom. Still, no water has come out the bottom. So that root ball was dry. It's still, oh, here, water's just now starting to come out the bottom. Okay. So we were very dry, which is understandable with all of those roots. Wow. All right, so soil, refreshed, bigger container, more nutrients, more medium to hold water around all those roots. Anyway, looks really good. Real happy with it. And give you one more little close up of what's going on. It looks really good. And then I got to get outside and get to work. The sun is now out. Looks like the ice is melted, and I've got a lot of work to do out there. My nose is itching real bad. Anyway, all right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.